Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Arizona State off a rebuilding year, trying to get back to dominance with Kenny Dillingham. He is shown to be one of the most offensively talented minds in the sport, and he has the Sun Devils rising in Tempe. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sun Devils offense will come out first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas A&M's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Finding some room. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run with Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. He's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Reed to throw. That's reeled in. It's Horton. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Reed. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll move the wide receiver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The first down for the offense. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Robinson.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. In the red area, it's Robinson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, ASU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Floating away. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Owens. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Reed. The short hands. It's Riley. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Aggies have this offense rolling. They'll go back to the ground. Fighting off the defender. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Firing to the right, complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Throwing Reed. Looking left. Hauls it in. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Reed to the air again. Looking to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mack. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. To the air, it's Bowling. Throwing right. He's got it. Finally, they get him out of bounds, and what a big pickup there as they get the first down.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
A give to Brown. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A 1st and 10 for this offense. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Defense in press coverage. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here's Reed to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air, it's Reed. Going to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, but the flags are everywhere, and there was too much grabbing going on. This will be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Run in the red zone, it's Owens. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the #1 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Scarlet Knights, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expected to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Hand off for Brown.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways.
Got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reed. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Boley. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch, it's Robinson. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. A give to Brown. Nice move to keep running. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. The handoff as they run the counter play here. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The option look. Quick toss. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Play fake, Reed. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Reed. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the... Shit.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it.
And this is why field position can play such an important role in a football game. Quarterback backed up in the shadow of his own end zone. They make a play, get to him, cause the fumble, recover it. What a big play for this defense, scoring the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Back to pass, it's Bowley. Makes the grab, it's Moss. Moves it out to the 34-yard line, a nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got the quick pass.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space, and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
On target. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. The run inside. It's Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running the red zone, it's Edwards. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. He'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Makes the grab on the left. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Under fire. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Back to throw, it's Bowling. Under fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive play.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Reed to throw. He's looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm